What's up, Copy Squad? It's your boy Kyle Milligan coming to you from Boca Raton, and today we're going to be sharing some copywriting insights. Now, these will be unique and special because these will be coming from a junior copywriter within the Copy Squad agency, sharing his experiences coming from a Copy Squad Lite member into the agency and the things that he's learned very quickly and early on. Now, this guy is Ben Milsom, and so he's been a part of our Copy Squad Lite community. And the way that works is it's a copywriting community that I host for every level of copywriter. There are publishers in there, there are advanced copywriters from my team are in there, and there's also beginner guys. And I want to use this community not only to train these copywriters, but once I've trained them, and I've said this before, once I've trained them, I want to use this as a talent pool. Like, I've already done the work, I've already invested, I've already trained them. Let me bring them on for my agency so that they can start doing projects alongside me and my writers. So Ben is one of those guys that got pulled up through the ranks, and he's been working with us. He's on, I think, his 6th project with us at this point, and so he has had a rapid fire sort of indoctrination into the game, and he's had all these incredible experiences working with me, my staff copywriters, and on multiple projects for multiple publishers. So he has started to collect these early lessons very quickly, and this is a great opportunity for folks who want to hear insights from someone who, saw it on YouTube, maybe freelanced a little bit, but didn't really get their hands dirty and get in that game. And I think he has a unique perspective. He's in it right now. So I'm excited for a regular series that will be coming from Ben sharing these experiences, and I hope you enjoy them too. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this stuff, what kind of things you might have questions about, and we can sort of use that to build on the next videos and insights. So thanks very much. Hope you enjoyed this video, and peace out, Copy Squad.
What's up, Copy Squad? In this video, I'm going to be giving you a very simple tip that you can start using right now, and it's going to make your copywriting process a hell of a lot easier and quicker. If you start doing it correctly, your writing's going to start converting at a much higher rate as well. So here it is, and it's probably the first thing I noticed when working with Kyle. Kyle keeps every single version of the copy that he works on. That's every single version, right? And I saw a couple of massive benefits to doing that. So first of all, it allows you to see where your final version really sings compared to your first few versions. In other words, you can kind of make these really obvious distinctions between copy that's boring and copy that makes you desperate to click a call to action, right? And those reasons really jump out at you in between a draft 1 and a draft 8, for example. So that's the first reason, but the second reason is even more important. And that's because Kyle knows, and any other writer that's done this for any length of time with any amount of success, that you should never write off the cuff. So in Copy Squad, we always start with a template or a swipe. And that doesn't mean that you're just copying someone else's work or even just like repeating your own work. It just means that you're taking a group of sentiments or lines with particular meanings that are in a particular order and starting with those as templates so you can lay down the bones of your argument or your sales message and then edit after the fact by using best copy practices. So by keeping everything you ever work on and categorizing it based on performance, you can start to build up a really powerful swipe file, which you can use over and over again to crank out really high performing copy, right? And it's going to be at a rate that's way faster than someone who's writing off the cuff, but it's also going to be way more powerful than someone who's doing that too, right? Because you know that before you even begin, the order that each line is activating your reader's emotions in has been proven to work. So all that you really have to do once you've got your swipe is to fill in the gaps with your research. So I'll give you a quick example just so you understand what I mean. So let's say I've got a line in my swipe that says, for a long time now, it's been quite difficult for the average trader to get a front view on what makes or on what moves institutional traders are making. So all that line's really saying is, for a long time now, it's been quite difficult for description of reader to position themselves to their prime to get the result they want, right? So let's say you wanted to use that sentiment in an email, but I'm not writing to an inexperienced investor. Let's say I want to use that swipe and write to an inexperienced copywriter that wants a particular result, yeah? So like one of you guys. You could just use your research on your customer to fill in those blanks, and instead of writing, for a long time now, it's been quite difficult for the average trader to get a front view on what moves institutional traders are making, you could write, for a long time now, it's been quite difficult for the average copywriter to truly get inside the minds of their prospect to understand what makes them tick. So yeah, it can be really easy, and you can get a full email down really, really quickly by doing that. But it's important to note that it's not going to look like that once you've finished editing, right? you should still make several edits for readability, for flow, for implementation of selling emotions like new, easy, safe, and big, and making sure that your writing follows a single thread. So if you don't know what any of that stuff is, I'll definitely be talking about them in the future. But what's important for now is this: by the time you've finished editing your copy, it shouldn't even look like the original swipe. So maybe you could go from for a long time now, it's been quite difficult for the average trader to get a front view on what makes and what moves institutional traders are making, to copywriters are banging their heads against the wall trying to understand their prospects in today's complex market. So it looks completely different than when you started, but the sentiment is the same, right? Target audience has a problem. All I've done there really is just like added a specific reason to add some strength to the line, right? So like in today's complex market, right? The swipe is only really there as a proven template to start you off in a strong position, yeah, and that can make a huge difference in the emotional impact of your writing. But like I said before, it can make the process way quicker as well. So if you know where to look for high performance swipes, the whole process can be really, really easy. And high performance swipes are extremely easy to come by, like they're literally everywhere. So like a quick tip would be, if you're signed up to any good copywriters email lists, especially ones that regularly sell stuff or push their readers to other places, then that's going to be a really good place to start. And I'll probably go into other good places to get hold of swipes in the future, as well as explaining how to know if your swipes are actually going to be any good. But for now, I hope you understand the full importance of never ever starting from scratch when you're writing copy, and the importance of using proven swipes to easily and quickly start putting out the type of copy that's going to have your clients begging to throw money at you. And that sounds crazy and a bit over the top, but if you can double or triple hot visitors to their sales pages or double their sales rates, then why wouldn't they want to pay you? So one last thing, if you want to ask questions directly about things like where you can find good performing swipes or solid copy practices, or like tricks and techniques that make writing stand out and perform well compared to boring kind of sales jargon, then you're going to want to join Copy Squad Lite. You're going to have Kyle Milligan inside there, and he's going to be an active member himself, and he's made millions and millions writing promotions for high ticket clients, and he's paid out 5-figure royalty checks to his own writers. Over his years as a writer, he's really kind of systemized the whole process of copywriting. And so if you want to learn fast and are willing to ask questions and be an active member, Copy Squad Lite is definitely going to be the place you want to be. Obviously, I'm going to be inside the channel as well. And as well as having your copy reviewed, I'm going to be keeping an eye on submissions made in the copy review channel, so I can come up with additional lessons to help you start rewiring your brain to automatically write this high converting copy. So hopefully I'll be seeing you inside, but until then, just keep practicing and I'll see you soon.